Good afternoon, Ospreys. You're watching Nest News, live from the Student Union. I'm Max McBride. Coming up on today's show, Florida's largest faculty union files suit against Senate Bill 266, UNF's events centered around the red zone, the beginning of sports this semester at UNF, and more. So stay tuned and enjoy the show. Florida's largest faculty union filed a federal suit earlier this month, challenging SB 266 arbitration ban. The action was spurred by the United Faculty of Florida's chapter at the University of South Florida, UFF, USF, and 3 individual faculty members who were laid off from the university, according to the union's release. The broader statewide union organization joined the fling to challenge the SB 266 arbitration ban and to protect union contracts in Florida's university system. Aside from widespread changes to diversity, equity, and inclusion in higher education, which have rung alarm bells for education experts across America, SB 266 also introduced new processes for the hiring and retention of university faculty. Mainly, it placed the power to decide whether faculty are retained or fired in the hands of university presidents. The shift of power from a neutral and unbiased arbitrator to each university president upends decades of precedent, the union said. In this case, we collectively challenge the university's refusal to arbitrate layoffs despite local contractual requirements to do so, UFF wrote in a Wednesday press release. And we fight for the property rights of public employees and their continued employment under the 14th Amendment to the United States Constitution. In July, UFF wrote that they believe the law is vague, but intentionally so, to try and use state authority to limit and censor speech among students and faculty, and to limit the free exchange of ideas in the classroom. Their message remains the same with this official filing. UFF and its members continue to believe that it is a fundamental right of every American to receive a fair hearing before a neutral decision maker when their rights are under attack, in the workplace and beyond, the union wrote in the release. Stay with Spinnaker as we continue to cover the United Faculty of Florida's legal action against the state. For its third year, various University of North Florida faculty and staff will speak on a panel to discuss the red zone. What is the red zone? It's the time of year that sees the most instances of sexual assault on campus. The panel will cover this and other important information students should be aware of as they return to or enter campus for the first time. The red zone typically starts at the beginning of the fall semester and lasts till Thanksgiving break. But what does that really mean? The first part of the fall semester sees statistically more instances of sexual assault for several reasons. It could be that sometimes younger students may not know what to look out for in social settings, which could be signs of a bad situation or an experience with substances can lead to bad situations, and students may not know how to ask for help. UNF will host the Red Zone panel on September 6th from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. in Building 57, Room 1100A, all about all this information and more. Spinnaker will be live streaming the panel on our YouTube channel, so if you can't make it in person, you can watch it remotely. As returning panelists, both Brown and Howell hope this year's event will raise awareness on the topic and provide students with valuable information that they can carry throughout the years. Here are the related events being held on campus over the first few weeks of the semester. A lot has happened since the start of August, so here are 3 new UNF updates from this month. The University of North Florida once again received national recognition as a top university and a national publication on Tuesday, this time named as part of the Princeton Review's Best in the South for the 15th consecutive year. This news comes just under a month after Money Magazine named UNF one of America's best colleges. This week's honor had more of a regional focus, where schools in 10 states were considered. Trace amounts of asbestos, fibers linked to breathing issues and some major health problems, were found and removed during construction on part of the University of North Florida's Building 10 last week. The building has since received clean follow-up air test results and has been given the all clear. Shortly after he wrapped up his first year as president of the University of North Florida, Moaz Lamam was named one of the 25 recipients of the Jacksonville Business Journal's 2023 Ultimate CEO Award on Wednesday. The award is a celebration of some of the men and women whose stewardship of their organizations, community, involvement, and overall leadership have helped shape the First Coast and its economy, according to the Business Journal's announcement. UNF sports are back for the fall semester. The fall season will open with both men and women's soccer on the road this week. On Thursday, men's soccer will face off against USC Upstate at 7 p.m., and women's soccer will take on Georgia Southern at 6 p.m. Volleyball will be competing in a tournament in Santa Barbara, California, on both Friday and Saturday this weekend. Friday, they will go against Denver, and Saturday, they will compete against New Mexico State. Later this weekend on Sunday, the women's team travels to Orlando to face off against the University of Central Florida Knights at 5 p.m. Then, to finish things off, the men's team will compete inside Hodges Stadium against the College of Charleston at 6 p.m. More information on the teams mentioned as well as additional sports can be found on the UNF Athletics website. And that's just about all we have for you today, Ospreys. Remember, consider donating to support Spinnaker, the link in the description below. For all things Spinnaker, check out our website at unfspinnaker.com, and also make sure to follow us on our Instagram at UNFSpinnaker and check out the rest of our YouTube for more content. As always, thank you so much for watching. I'm Max McBride, and we'll see you next week on Spinnaker's Nest News.